Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be talking about the new BG season 19, and there are obviously changes to victory track which I briefly discussed in the Kabam stream breakdown video, but I'm going to explain them yet again. And then obviously we're going to take a look at the meta and go over the initial impressions. I will be uploading the projected MVP lists and so forth as well before the seasons or respective metas start. So the most important changes for vast majority of the players, and again, this might not make that much of a difference to like top 5% of the summoners, but everybody else playing Battlegrounds, this is going to be a big, massive improvement. And then there are extra rewards, which obviously help everybody. So regardless of what tier you are competing in, all summoners will receive 2 medals for a win and lose only 1 medal for a loss in a victory track. That is going to be a big change of how easy and how fast it is to climb victory track tiers. Therefore, there will be more tiers added that will require more medals, but overall, it will still be significantly easier to get through all of them and reach the Gladiator Circuit. We have done a big victory track overhaul. Our main goal with this change was to improve progression for summoners who have lower win rates. So they consistently climb. To do this, we have added extra tiers within each rank, which gives summoners more checkpoints to reach. All ranks will now consist of 5 tiers with increasingly staggered medals required to progress through. With these changes, summoners with win rates around 50% will require roughly half the matches played to progress through each tier. Some summoners with win rates below 50% will be able to climb where they previously couldn't. So there we go. There's actually kind of like statistical analysis of this as well. So if you win approximately every other match, you will have to do half the amount of matches to reach Gladiator Circuit. And if you win below 50%, that will mean that simply you can get up where you previously couldn't. Summoners with higher win rates, 80% plus, may have to play a few more matches to progress through the tiers to reach the Gladiator Circuit, but we believe the additional rewards will make it worthwhile. Exactly, which is one of the reasons, for instance, why I'm not super stressed about it. And here we see total medals to progress, obviously progressively increases. Now we have 5 Vibranium tiers, 5 Diamond tiers, 5 Plat tiers, 5 Gold tiers. But it's just going to be easier to climb all of them. Rewards have been redistributed into the new structure, with some rewards increasing. For players that complete victory track by being promoted out of Vibranium 1 will obtain the following special 1 rewards: the 7-star Deathless Vision Piece, the 9-eye Chassis, and the new Sunspot styling emote. Additionally, I believe the total improvement is about 9,400 extra trophy tokens, which is awesome and obviously welcome. And probably also some other relic shards or something like that. I'm not entirely sure about how they distributed the relic shards. I do know that there are more trophy tokens now. Right. Let's take a look at the metas. And let's start with the victory track one. So, Cosmic Shatter. Cosmic Dagger's light attacks have 50% chance to armor break the defender, reducing their armor rating by 20% for 10 seconds. If the light hit was critical, the chance is 100% instead. Now, this is going to make quite a few Cosmic Champions significantly more powerful. And for one, this will make me rank 5 my OG Tor, for sure. Because with this node, OG Tor turns into an absolute menace. Defender gains, and now the defensive tactics node. The defender gains a permanent armor buff, increasing armor rating by 10% per stack whenever the attacker blocks one of their attacks, max stacks 10. And then the defender's armor buff potency gains 40%. So that's effectively nothing. So it's going to be a very simple victory track meta, especially because there's additional benefit to this, as these armor buffs are actual buffs, which means they will fuel Mystic Nullifiers, Neutralize, and Stagger Champions as well. So it will not only be Cosmic Champions with access to armor break that are crazy good, it will also be most of the Mystics, or a lot of the Mystics, that have buff control with them, feeding Mystic Dispersion, feeding their abilities. You know, long shots can go crazy with this stuff, and many other Mystic champions in general. So it's going to be interesting. Cosmic Mystic meta, how they're going to interact, because both of them obviously get quite a lot of offensive benefit. Leads me to believe, science champions might be very good defensive choices, as well as the mystic champions themselves, potentially, because in between the mystic class, we see quite a lot of armor break immunity that will neutralize the cosmic shatter node, and obviously mystics are natural enemy of the cosmic champions. And it should be fairly fast, easy, straightforward, nukey victory track meta as we have gotten accustomed to. Now, explosive personality being added to the victory to the gladiator circuit nodes, I don't think it's going to matter much, because upon reaching 5 stacks of armor up generated by explosive personality, and that is the key aspect. So in gladiator circuit, they have added the explosive personality, which means we can't hit their block more than 5 times, or we'll then get detonated. But it states that it has to be this armor up that they reach. So you can block the attacks, you just can't hit their block more than 5 times, or you need to be able to be getting rid of these armor ups. In which case, I genuinely don't think the weeks 1 and 2 meta are going to be hard at all. If anything, it just kind of gives you another avenue of generating buffs for the mystic champions, realistically. So, yeah, I don't see any notable issues. So it's going to be a complete nuke meta with a focus on cosmic and mystic champions. Offensively. Defensively, it means mystic and science champions, realistically. We'll see, obviously, what else works. And now, week 3. Week 3 and 4, we do not have any offensive buffs anymore, which I kind of like, to be honest. Then we are going to start with Rich Get Richer. Whichever champion has more unique buffs gains 9% of bar power every second. And now we are starting to get into the problem territory. At the start of the fight and at the end of each champion's special attacks, one of the following indefinite effects is randomly applied to each champion: fatigue, armor break, weakness, disorient, bleed, shock, tranquilize, crush, precision, armor up, fury, prowess, regeneration, cruelty, resistance up, unblockable. Now, we do have precision, armor, fury, prowess, regeneration, cruelty, and unblockable. Those are positive effects if we get them, and then there's tons of negative ones. So a few immediate key takeaways here. It's going to be a massive RNG fiesta. There's no way to avoiding it, and I hate it. I really don't think Battlegrounds should function that way. I think there's already plenty of RNG involved in Battlegrounds with drafting and who goes first and whatnot, that this just seems like a very shit idea. It feels like a mock comedy side event where Deadpool is kind of involved, and we get some like these random distortions of regular things in game, rather than a serious meta for a serious dominant game mode in the game. It's completely and entirely RNG based. Because with some of these champions, somebody puts Bishop on defense and they start with Shock. What do? Somebody puts Havoc on defense and they start with Shock. You just die. Right? There's bleed in that as well. Somebody randomly puts Elsa on defense. You're dead. And not even just those random interactions. They started the fight with unblockable buff. Nice. Now they're unblockable the entire fight unless you can get rid of it. Indefinite effects, so they're not even buffs, I think, so you can't nullify them. They're going to be debuffs or passives, most likely. Because it says effects. It doesn't say buffs or debuffs. Right? Yeah, so you can't even, purify this debuff if you get one of them debuffs on you that's disturbing you. And you can't nullify them. So it's even more of an RNG fiesta. If those were at least buffs or debuffs, you could kind of try and build the deck around, debuff shruggers and mystic champions that nullify or get rid of the buffs and positive things that opponents could get. But if these are effects, which this node says they are, there's just nothing you can do about it. And that's ultimately what will decide a lot of matches. And it's going to be impossible to kind of foresee all of this stuff. There's so many champions that interact with this. For instance, armor break. again, I already explained, Bishop and Havoc when they get shocked. Now we're gonna have, I don't know, Dragon Man with armor break. What you do about that? You just degen and die. But it's like 1 or 20 chance, so you can't actively counter that, or it wouldn't be worthwhile. I hate it. I hate this idea. Who the fuck came up with this? Like, it's just not good. Why would you do that? It's like, why? Might as well just toss a fucking coin to see who wins. I don't understand. I really don't understand Kabam so much. Sometimes. Let me know what you guys think anyways. Maybe you guys think it's a great idea. And hey, who knows? Maybe once we play the meta, it's like the favorite meta of all time. I highly doubt it. Because it's on top of everything else, it's also going to be a nuke meta. But I just don't like how this is going to go down. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next one. Hello there, guys, and welcome back.